Let me get. Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Let me get my cup.
Terra's struggling to get time together because he's got an orb shining. His camera.
Not just one either. All right, yeah. What are you saying, Novar? What are you saying?
He's got a trilogy of orbs.
Mate.
Walk on.
I've got an army of spirits onto me, mate. Trust me.
My weekly arch nemesis.
You know.
I got a lot of people shouting me about last week's episode.
Yeah.
So stuff going on. It was interesting. We had our first COVID survivor on the show.
Well,
Terra's got no comment for that.
Well, this is the thing. This is the joke thing, yeah. Like, I put a post up today, and I said, because someone else I know, they put up saying, "Oh, I've just been diagnosed with COVID-19," and I'm like, how come people, when they go to the sex clinic, how come they don't shout their results all over Facebook when they go to the clinic? Like, I just got the clap. You get what I mean? Or I just got, you know what I mean?
Because there's a stigma attached to that. Which there shouldn't be really, but there's a stigma attached to sex, isn't it?
Because you can't get no money for having syphilis. That's why you can't get no sympathy for it either. Do you know what I mean?
How can you get having COVID?
Huh?
How do you get money for having COVID?
Oh, don't let me get into that. Trust me. Don't let me get into that, mate. I'll have people on the phone.
Well, there was in the beginning that I said, I was gonna do the vaccine trials, innit? Remember I said that on Facebook. I actually like.
What, you thought I forgot that? You thought I forgot that?
All these episodes you've never brought it up, so that's the one thing you could have had against me, and you've never brought it up. So
Novar, there's nothing left to prove. There's nothing left to prove. We already know.
But in the beginning, I was kind of like, at that point, I was like, yo, okay, if this is a thing, then and it's like a risk of me catching this virus that's out there, yeah. Which, like when the flu, when you got the flu, whatever, because there's a different flu every year. There's loads of them, innit? Different flu strains you can catch and that, and then you catch it, and then you become immune to it, and then you don't catch it again, innit? So I was thinking, if this is just basically some kind of flu, and they want to do trials on it, and then I don't mind.
Why not be a guinea pig, eh?
I don't mind getting the money, like pay me the money to go and get this flu, and then I'll sit in a hospital and be nursed back to health because it's part of the thing, and then I'll go home.
If you're lucky, you'll be
able to get it again. But then I thought about it over time, and I saw how much stuff was going on, and this was right in the beginning, and I was just like, nah. And then, bruv, the people, like, I signed up to the thing, I filled out a form on the internet. Yeah, they called me like about, I don't know, 8 months later, like a few months ago, saying, yeah, we're ready. Like, would you like to come?
Would you like to donate your body to us for our scientific research?
And I was like, nah, no thanks. I've been chatting to my mate Terra, and he's convinced me.
Did you tell them who your mate Terra was chatting to? They wouldn't believe you that I was chatting to God, would they? They wouldn't believe it. But anyway, they wouldn't. Yeah, we're gonna have to.
I had my own conversation with God about it anyway.
I think this is the problem. I think this is the fundamental problem. Without trying to get too religious, is that a lot of these things, they're omitting the existence of God from what they're talking about. So when they're talking about this and that, they're leaving out any kind of reference or any kind of God is not in the equation, basically. And that's why everyone's going and getting vaccines, and that's why everyone's wearing masks on their face, and that's why everyone's living in fear. You understand?
I don't know if that's true, I don't know if that's true, because there is fear involved in believing in God. Fear is a big part of it, in fact.
Yeah, but that's it. Fear of God. Yeah. That's it. Fear of God, not fear of everything else.
If we believe that God is, I don't know, like God is the creator of everything, etc., then this fear of this virus is fear of God. Could be fear of God.
You got to remember, if God was coming for you, if God decided to send an angel of death for you, there was nothing you can do to stop it. So this is my whole thing. So if it was something,
yeah, so you're afraid of it. So
no, you wouldn't be afraid of it. It would just lick you down. It wouldn't be a case of needing to. It wouldn't be a case of needing to be afraid. It would just come and lick you down.
No. Check this. Yeah.
Without you even realizing what happened, you'll find out after.
Let's just say this. Let's look. Devil's advocate. While we're talking about God, yeah. Okay. AC last week was saying that you know that what people are saying is, you know, if you're gonna go out and not wear a mask and not do certain safety precautions,
yes,
putting people at risk. This is what people believe. So they.
I know, and all these people have one thing in common. What? They're all godless people, and that's the thing. These are all very godless people.
How do you know that? No, because there's definitely.
No, trust me. You
know. There's definitely God-fearing people out there.
These people that believe that they believe in God, or these people that believe that they.
But you have no right to tell people what they believe.
I don't. But it's obvious.
No, it's obvious. It's not obvious. Let me play advocate there, because them people, believe. Them people could believe that about you. Them people can easily believe. They can say it's obvious. Yeah. They can say the same thing.
And they should believe it about me. Like what it is, yeah, they should believe it. They should believe that I'm a devil worshipper, because really and truly, I'm going against their God, which is Satan. So really and truly, they should believe that
their God is not Satan, though? What if their God is not Satan, bro? What if their God is
Satan? Let me tell you something, Nova. Let me tell you something. All religions have the same God. All religions pray to the same God, yeah?
Yeah.
And that God is Satan. That God is Satan. Yeah. So it's only when you can get yourself out of a religious mindset and you can understand the true creator. Yeah. But when you're stuck in these religions, yeah, all you're doing is praying to Satan. I don't want to get technical.
I'm not down with that.
Religion. That's what it is. That's what it is. And you know how you know?
Because that feels ungodly, because I feel like it would be more godly to acknowledge all religions and acknowledge they all have a
we acknowledge that people try. We acknowledge that people are trying. You understand? So there is people that are following religion, and yeah, these people have got good intentions. These people want to serve the true creator. But however, because religion is a con, and a religion's another deception, like your deception you lot are dealing with at the moment. They've managed to make these people. They managed to convince these people to worship Satan either through idolatry, mostly through idolatry.
Everything you're saying, you're just like conceptualizing what I started with.
They come here.
They might say that about you. They say actually, I'm a God-fearing person. I am like afraid that I could get licked down by God, as you say, if I don't do the right thing. Yeah. So I must not spread this virus and risk other people dying.
Well, okay. So imagine someone who believes that God and Bill Gates have got the same intentions. Yeah, so this is what you're talking about. So someone who believes that God and Bill Gates and the World Health Organization and NHS and Matt Hancock and all these other
back up. Let me just shout out the comments, and then you're gonna have to expand on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wolfgang von Vandergast, evening chaps. The family tree said yo, and then bang 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 emojis. Ashley Young said, and this is gonna throw us in the other direction, but I need to come back to what we were just saying. But why did Biden say this is a fight, the soul of America during the election run-up? They already have your mind and body. This is the final push to take away religion.
There we go. That's exactly, and I'm glad. Thank you, Ashley, for saying that. Because
he's saying take away religion. You're saying take away religion.
That's exactly what these people don't realise. These people do not realise that they have your body and they have your mind already. Yeah, and all that's left now is for you to go and do their fucking stupid rituals and take their fucking mark of the beast, and then that's it. They got your soul.
What if they believe that all that's left for you to do is to follow them into spreading a fucking virus and helping kill people? It sounds more what you're saying.
Well, okay, so all right, then let's okay then. Okay, so who exactly wants us to spread the virus and kill people? Specifically, give us like an example, like Boris Johnson, yeah.
Oh, the
Boris Johnson wants us to spread the virus.
One side of the kind of conspiracy world is that yeah, that they want people to. They want it's depopulation. Most of it's to do with depopulation.
Why would you, for one, try and depopulate with a virus that's not very effective? Secondly, if you was going to depopulate, look. Okay, imagine this, right? If I wanted to go and wipe out the population of London, right, and I had the option.
That's what we're saying. That would be too extreme.
No, I'm giving you an analogy. I'm giving you an analogy, Nova. So hear what I'm saying. So if I wanted to wipe out the population of London, listen to what I'm saying. If I wanted to wipe out the population of London, knowing I have family in London, would it make sense for me to go and throw a disease or chemical, whatever it is, that just licks down whoever it licks down? Or would it be more specific for me to actually say to my family, say, look, here's a heads up, you lot get out of the way, you understand? Or it'd be more, if I was going to lower the population, if that was my intention, I would be more specific with it. So I would be more targeted. I wouldn't just release something randomly. Lick me down. How? Because it might lick me down.
Pull back to what I was asking you. So why are you mentioning Bill Gates? Because that's the theory of what Bill Gates is doing. That's everything about everything I've read about Bill Gates in any of this context. It's to do with Bill Gates being obsessed with depopulation.
Bill Gates is just doing the work of the devil, his father. You understand? So that's all it is. And so when everyone tries to tell me, yeah, of course we're gonna have difference of opinions because we got different fathers, mate. We got different fathers out here. My father is the Most High. A lot of these people's father is Satan. Yeah, that's the truth. And I wouldn't be surprised. Why? I wouldn't be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised if the person who created me and responsible for creating me, I got nothing to do with them. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's more than one creator.
Why is Bill Gates?
We ain't the same. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So when these people are sitting there, they don't. Huh?
Why is Bill Gates Satan? Why?
Why is Bill Gates doing the work of Satan?
Yeah.
You tell me. How should I know? How should I know?
Making a claim.
Well, okay. The reason how Bill Gates is doing the work of Satan is by doing things like making a patent called Patent 666, and doing stuff which basically falls in line to appears to be the mark of the beast. Yeah. Sorry.
On the screen.
Sorry.
Get the patent up. If that patent exists,
I ain't got no patent. I can't do it. I can't do it. But anyway, huh? I literally, you know, huh?
You can.
I can't get no patent up. I can't get no patent up on the screen. I'll find it. Yeah. But anyway, even if that's a fake, yeah, Bill Gates, yeah, by the sounds of things, is still.
By the sound of things. This was what Bate Nate called you out about last time. All this speculation stuff.
No, bring Bate Nate on here now. Bring Bate Nate on here now. Yeah. We're gonna have it. Because at the end of the day, you know, at least Nate, yeah, his soul can be saved. You know what I mean? Not everybody's soul can be saved out here. What I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't think you want your soul saved. No,
problem, bro.
I don't think.
You've been writing a lot of nonsense on the internet, bro. I know we're having taking a. It looks like Novar FLIP may have done a runner. I've already just seen. I don't log into the other account, did it?
I thought you did.
Nah, I know all that, bro.
But let's get back to Bill Gates. What I was saying about Bill Gates. No, listen to what I'm saying. You don't want to hear this.
This is why I do not. After making people sacrifice most of their lives last year, they are still going to turn around and tell you that's not enough. This is why I do not subscribe to the Novar FLIP school of thought. Stand with the people in the struggle. Let's just be very clear. Me and you have spoken. Every single episode we've done has established that I stand with the people in the struggle, and you've openly said that you don't.
You stand with the people on the other side.
You said
that. So no, you stand with the people on the other side. That's what I'm saying. I stand with the people on this side. Representing Bad Slave, by the way. So people need to get at me for the Bad Slave t-shirt.
You stand with a small group of people, like the Tory government, the elite, etc. Yeah. Only if you're down with my dictatorship, I will stand with you, kind of thing. You don't have love.
My dictatorship, Nova.
What?
It's not my dictatorship because I didn't create it.
It is. Because you said last week, you said I will have love for you or something like that if you follow my school of thought. That's what you said on one of the episodes. You said if you.
We ain't got that much love to go around. That's what I'm saying. How much love do you think we got left in us? So we've got love for the entire world.
No, pull up. What is the Novar FLIP school of thought that you're talking about?
Well, the Novar FLIP school of thought is that you know, everyone, we all need to get together. We need to beat all these masked Karens. We need to include them as well. You know, it's you know, it's basically bringing the sheep. We've separated ourselves from the sheep, and it's kind of like bringing us all back together and mixing us all up.
So
we don't want to mix up with these people.
That's not a bad description, but that doesn't sound like what you're addressing in the thing. But it sounded like you was trying to make out I had some other school of thought. But cool. I'm saying the school of thought of cool, include everybody is calm, because I'm not going to call anybody sheep. Because if I'm honest, I could call you a sheep, I could call them a sheep. It's all just perspective. I
am a sheep.
You're a sheep to them.
Yeah. I'm a sheep. I'm from the flock of Christ. That's the thing. Get me? I'm from the lost sheep of Christ. So yeah, I am a sheep.
So is let's say, for example, is Donald Trump from the flock of Christ?
No.
Christ?
No.
So when you're following something that Donald Trump is also following, and you're in the same path, like
have you seen Donald Trump when they ask him to talk about the Bible? What your favorite part of the Bible? He never opened the book in his life. He never opened the book in his life. Any day, Donald Trump. Yeah, let me tell you something.
Check this. When you and Donald Trump, for example, are sheeping in the same field, going down the same path, then what differentiates you from being walking, being a sheep of Christ?
I tell you what. I tell you that.
All of this fucking half the conspiracy bullshit that you talk about.
You ask me the question. You want the answer or not?
Is following the same path as them and Tommy Robinson.
No. Maybe Donald Trump is following my path. Yeah, maybe Donald Trump's following the path set by my people. Yeah, but what he don't realize is that what he don't realize, is what he's trying to do, and his people, they're trying to run things, you understand? So they're now trying to get salvation, That's basically what they're trying to get. But at the end of the day, the salvation ain't for them. The salvation's for us. They want to help us get salvation, then cool. But you know what? See Donald Trump and his whole movement, and it's all gonna fail. You understand? All of that movement is gonna fail very miserably. It doesn't matter what QAnon and all these people think. It's all gonna fail. It doesn't matter if Donald Trump has the Bible in his hand. Donald Trump, fits the description for the Antichrist in the Bible. So it don't matter about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is, if anything, Donald Trump's smart enough to follow us man's ways. He thinks that's gonna spare his life. That's the thing. He thinks it's gonna spare his life.
I'll be honest with you. I don't feel like this kind of angry. You said people need to stop being angry, but you stay angry. This kind of angry anti-people.
It's not anger. You know, it's Nova. It's not anger. It's not what it is, because this is righteous anger. This is righteous anger. And the thing is as well,
righteous. You can't even explain why it's righteous.
You'll see why. You're going to see how things play out. You'll see why it's righteous.
Explain why it's righteous that you're angry at people whose intention is to.
I'm not angry. Listen, I'm not angry with these people. I just don't.
You just said you was. You just said it was righteous anger. Stay on
No, I said what I'm dealing with is righteous anger. But not at anyone specifically.
You're aiming it at. You are aiming
rage and pride.
You're aiming it at people wearing masks. You're aiming it.
You know what, Nova? We've already dealt with them people and moved on. We're now leaving these mask wearers. Look, we don't have nothing against
the masking is not even. It's symbolic of the people we're talking.
But they can't come on the farm. You understand? They can't come on the farm. They can't come around, man.
They can't come to their farm either, but they think you got COVID. Huh? They don't want you on their farm either because they think you probably got COVID.
Well, that's all good. Like I said, that's all good. You know what I mean? I won't be going to their farm. You know what I mean? But a lot of these people, I don't know how they're going to have a farm in the middle of a city. You know what I mean? You're going to have Kentish Town City Farm. You know what I mean? A farm with no crops, just fucking livestock in it. You know what I mean?
Fighting for the last scraps.
Yeah, literally. That's quite literally what it is. You know what I mean? A farm where the animals are fed drugs, not food. You know what I mean?
The Young made a few comments I missed way back saying, why would you fear God? I think he must have missed when we were saying that this is what I fear God. You know why I fear God? This is why I fear God. Because you see, a lot of these selfish people, right? They want to walk around and think, I want to save my life. I want to protect everybody. I deserve to survive. I know for a fact, I don't deserve to be alive. End of the day, I've done enough sin in my life
that if I was God, I could easily just say, you know what, mate, dead. Yeah. So at the end of the day, I fear God because he can pull the plug at any given moment. Like, put it this way: if I started behaving like a lot of you, if I started behaving like a lot of you lot, one fucking hashtag stay home on my Facebook, dead. Yeah. Yeah, trust me. The minute I start doing that, dead. So at the end of the day, I think because
I never wrote. I've never wrote stay home, but I kind of.
No, I'm saying, I'm addressing the wider public here. The minute I start behaving like them, knowing what I know, yeah.
You don't know nothing because you won't even tell me what you know. You're chatting shit.
What do you mean I won't tell you what I know? What do you want to know?
I've been asking you for what's this episode 4? 4 hours I've been asking you, what do you know? What are you talking about? What is going on? What is not happening? And
well, I've tried my best to explain.
What?
I've tried my best to explain.
No, you've never once tried. You've literally
tried my best to explain. What do you want to know? What do you want to know?
I'm asking you, what are you claiming to know about the current situation that we're going through?
Oh, at the end of the day, it's just the end times, mate. It's just all the end times. So while everyone's
you're talking about now, what you're accusing people of. You're accusing people of siding with something that's bad, and you can't even tell me what that is.
Satan.
Why? How is it Satan?
In a nutshell. You know what I mean? But if you want to get technical and understand what Satan represents, then that's your Bill Gates, that's your fucking your Boris Johnson. You understand? Huh?
What's Bill Gates got to do with it?
No, this is what I'm saying. See, when you're talking about Satan, we're not talking about a single man. We're talking about
So describe how you come to that conclusion
and deception as well. So we're talking about those who are out here deceiving people. So we're talking about the people that are deceiving people. Everyone.
Back it up.
Media.
I was just saying broad, random statements without.
No. So Nova, what are you? Nova, have you listened to a single thing I've said?
You're saying random stuff like it's bad. Why? Describe why you come to that conclusion.
Why is it bad to brainwash people?
What?
Why is it bad to brainwash people?
What? No, why is it brainwashing people? How is it brainwashing? Why have you come to that decision?
So you know what? So you haven't seen any evidence of brainwashed people in the last year?
I see evidence of you being brainwashed all the time.
And that's it, yeah?
No, I see evidence of all kind of brainwashed people. But you are top one of the...
But you haven't seen any brainwashing regarding COVID-19, though?
I can't. I've not got enough evidence to say that it's brainwashing.
Here we go, then, innit? So
I'm asking you to explain me what that is. I'm saying you have.
You helped me. You just helped me confirm my point to myself.
But you didn't give me anything.
Help me confirm my point.
You didn't give me you didn't give me. Not only have you not given any evidence, you haven't even attempted to give an explanation. You're just giving your own opinion and presenting it as if, and it's like it's a big load of opinion and ego. That's all it seems. That's all it is. I know best. I know, but why? Tell me. Explain it to me. You can't.
No, it's just I'm just going by what's in the scriptures. So if I'm going by what's in the scriptures.
Tell me the scripture and tell me where.
I haven't got a Bible in front of me, and there's plenty of scriptures. Believe me, we've got
scriptures that say people wearing a mask and trying to prevent getting a virus are following Satan. Where does that come from?
No, you got to study what it is. You got to study. See, to understand the whole, you're gonna have to study the scriptures. You can't just go and pick up a verse or find something that you have to study the scriptures, and you have to. It's not an overnight thing. You're gonna have to get into it. You know what I mean? So before people, I ain't got a Bible in front to actually.
You haven't got anything to give me. You're not giving me nothing.
Well, you know what it is, Nova. Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's another thing people have to understand.
No, I can talk to people on the other side.
Remember, everyone's so bothered about what is in the Bible, what I know from the Bible. Just remember, many are. You're
bringing the Bible to the problem. I'm asking you back up what you're saying you know, and what you're saying you've learned, and why you're attacking these people. Yeah. Amber Tarbush Records said, brainwash is such a stupid term used by people. We are all brainwashed to a different extent by different things. It's a cop-out in a discussion like this. And I agree with that.
Yeah, but back to my point though. You never saw no one who was you never encountered anybody who's been brainwashed by mass media in the past year. And I don't mean people that have been brainwashed by conspiracy theory.
I'm saying when it's clear,
by other things.
It's clear to see where the brainwash comes from. Boom. There's a direct narrative being pumped into the community from Donald Trump following racists, and then people are picking it up and having the same narrative, I'm gonna go, cool, they're brainwashed by that. But I can still have that conversation with them and go, cool, what are you explaining to me? And I'll listen to the information and I can discuss it on that level. But you're not giving me any information for me to even do that with.
So what is the information you want to know?
Explain why you've been going off on this tangent against people who are saying stay inside, against people who are saying, cool, I want to be, who believe in the dangers of catching COVID.
Because you know what it is? These people are just echoing the orders of the British government, yeah? At the moment, basically, the British government, they're not at the very top, but you know, they're in the fucking pecking order.
But they're not, though. They're actually not, and we've established this already, so we're going back in circles now, because they're actually actually the people are doing it more than the government, because the government are not even enforcing this. Yeah, the people are doing it. The people who believe, yeah, we need to be protective of this thing, are doing it more than the government, because the government are saying stay inside, and the next minute they're saying go to a restaurant. So they're doing, the government are saying completely different things. The people who are actually following it, who think, no, I need to not do it, they're not going to the restaurant when the government say go to the restaurant. I went to the restaurant still, you know what I'm saying? I just was like, cool, the restaurant's open again, I'm going to go. And half price, why not? But those people are not doing that. They're telling the government, you lot are not taking this serious enough, because they believe.
And then the government turns around and says, you people, you haven't took this serious enough. You've made the infections go through the roof.
Oh yeah, true. That's a good point.
So, like, you know, back to what I was saying, innit? Back to what I was saying, innit? I'm a Jamaican, innit? I listen. What all you English people have to understand, yeah, is I am cargo that belongs to your country. Yeah, I am their property. Yeah, they don't see me as a human. Yeah, and they don't care what I say or what I think. Now, you lot, this is your government, ain't my government. You understand? This is your army. Your army, they're going to go out and fight and die for you. They're not going to die for me. The police, they're going to go and do stuff for you lot. They're not doing nothing for me. So, as far when I'm hearing people saying stay home, they're just echoing. They're just echoing. They're just echoing the orders of my slave master.
I understand where you're coming from to a degree, and I'm not going to challenge you completely on that. Obviously, your experience and everything is different to mine, but that's not completely true, because you do contribute to society, the government, the army, like everybody.
Oh well, I do, yeah, of course, because I'm here, but I'm still the cargo. Yeah, don't get it twisted. I'm still the cargo. Yeah, and that's basically why I'm in this country. Like a lot of other immigrant communities, yeah, they've come to this country as or they come into the empire as workers, or they've come here to work. Obviously, we've been basically been trapped by these people for fucking hundreds of years.
You're changing the subject, and you're still getting away from the front. You're still not giving me nothing. And this is my thing. Everything comes down.
I don't understand what your question is. You're not really explaining your question.
My question is mad clear. I'm asking you to explain why you have an issue with people who, like, I would say, innocently want to protect others from the spread of the virus. Yeah. Who actually just they're behaving like fascists, and they're behaving like fascists, and these are the same people that will snitch on you.
That you put in a FEMA camp, bro. Yeah, so you taken away like they did with Anne Frank.
I
don't trust them. I don't trust them. That's why
you can't say you're putting them behaving like you. That would be if you stuck with reality, yeah, and you went cool. Do you know what? Some of them are doing this. Some of them are behaving like fascists because they're forcing people to do something that, like, their way.
It seems like you know what it is? It seems like you're trying to give people a way out. Yeah, you made your beds. You look got to stay in that bed. Yeah, that means anytime people see me doing my little thing, yeah, they got to stay away. Because in the day, like I said, they've made their bed. Now, I don't need nothing major in life. Yeah, I got my what I need.
Bro, that is a big statement. That is a big statement, what you just said. Like, you're actually to that kind of extent of opposition to those people, like, you better stay away from me. Yeah, so that's a big statement.
You're gonna have to stay in your lane. You're gonna have to stay in your lane now. Because you made your bed.
I'm asking you.
You made your bed by not knowing
I'm asking you to explain it. And that's why I'm also, as me, as a person who kind of stays on the outside and observes all of these sides, I'm saying it comes down to perspective, because you are making a claim that those people are bad. Those people are making a claim that you are bad. And I'll tell you this, because you're making a specific claim. That's why I say get to facts, because you're making a claim that those people are following the government. And I 100% believe, this I definitely believe, you're the one following the government.
They're following the devil.
No.
That's who they're following. They're following Satan.
You said it in this conversation.
They're following Satan, they are. They are.
How?
Following Satan. They are. Do you know what it is, Nova? We all are to some degree, even me. Yeah, we all are. We all are sinners.
You're following the
sinners. What it is, Nova, we're all sinners. Yeah. And it's not easy to admit being a sinner. You understand? I'm sitting here bunning this spliff. Yeah, I want to bun this spliff, but it's still a sin, and that's what it is. And so what a lot of people, they don't recognize what they're doing as sin, and that's the ones that are fucked, because they don't even know what they're doing is wrong. It doesn't make me any better. I don't think I'm any better because I'm still doing wrong. Yeah. However, the people that are convinced that they're not doing anything wrong and that their intentions are pure and their intentions are the right thing to be, their intentions are going to lead them to the right place, they're the people who are very wicked. You understand? They're very wicked in their heart, because at the end of the day, it doesn't, sometimes, you know what it is, it doesn't matter what your mind knows, because sometimes I never knew all this information. I've kind of disregarded all the information I've got anyway. I don't even deal with information right now. I'm not even, right now, I'm not even dealing with information. Yeah, all I'm dealing with is vibration. I'm not dealing with information at all now. I'm just dealing with not eating meat, not drinking alcohol, exercising, doing my thing, thanking God, praying to God, begging for mercy from God.
Bro, I can sit here myself, but I can sit, all the things you just listed there, I could sit here and explain the benefit and the reason for, like, I can work out the reason for what all those things are, or give my own reasons to why those things would be positive. But all this other energy you've got for regular people, old fucking people, whatever.
Old people. I'm gonna go on to old people now, actually, because this is this is why I got this energy for them. And I want to get on to old people. This is why I've got energy for you, man. Yeah, hear me out. Yeah, and big up to Kaylee for this. Because today I had a debate with some fucking meathead. No, listen to what I'm saying. I'm telling you, look, something. Yeah. Now remember that video going around of an old man in Canada, right? Now this old man had broke lockdown restrictions somewhere in, right? The police come to his house and 67-year-old man broke him up on his doorstep, punched him up, kneed him in his face, had him up, took him in the house, weighed him in, right? Now someone's going, oh well, what did he do? What's the backstory to that? And it's like, but this is the lockdown mentality. This beat up old people. So here we go. So here we go now. We've gone from people caring about old people to them wanting to beat up old people. Now every single person,
not like you. You're the one on that energy. You're the one.
No. Beating up old people. Beating up old people is wrong. I don't care what any of you lot think. Beating up an old man is fucking wrong.
But it's fine to give him a virus and let him die.
No, this is what I'm saying.
It's fine to say
comparing. Anyway, you cannot compare beating up an old man to anything. Yeah. At the end of the day, even if you gave an old person a virus without knowing, you still cannot compare it to beating up an old man. An old man can pick up a virus anywhere. Yeah. It doesn't mean that the random person who gave him the virus is as bad as the person who fucking held him down and beat him up knowing he's an old man. Now, if it's a man, whatever.
Pull back the context just so I get it right. What you were just explain the story. So the man got beat up because he was breaking the restrictions. So that was a person. The person who attacked him was on the side of stay home, stop spreading the virus side. So I'm saying that. Yeah, of course, that's savage. Yeah, fuck that guy. So that pulling up an example like that, going, yo, this person has done something wrong, and that person is fucking following Satan. You can explain that. Yeah. But the other people, not everybody who's saying stay inside is doing that. Not everybody who's saying stay inside is doing it aggressively, or do you know what I'm saying?
They're playing their part. They're playing their part. These guys are playing that. They're not innocent. They're not innocent. Yeah. And look, put it this way: you
can't take that example.
If you're a lockdown supporter, listen. If you're a lockdown supporter, then everything that's happened around the world in the past year, people being killed by police, people being beaten up by police. No, listen what I'm saying. Because look, all right, fuck it. If people want to blame me for if people want to blame me for spreading the virus, yeah, okay, I'll accept it, yeah. But what these lot have to accept is that these people here, they are partly responsible for all these people that died at the hands of the police.
Let me ask you a question. That man, yeah. So that man who the person who beat up the old man, right?
Yeah.
Are you claiming all people who believe we should stay inside are evil because of what that man done? Are you claiming I
believe they're a part of it, innit? You see with evil and see with the good and evil, yeah. There's only so much evil and so much good one person can give. When you get collect, that's why it's good to unify. But you got to unify under something positive. Trying to unify it with a whole load of fucking devils that follow the fucking lockdown is not going to work because these people are all evil. You got to unify with good people. So at the end of the day, all these people that are sitting here saying stay home,
you want to unify.
Yeah, as innocent as it may be, and even if they're in my family, yeah, they're still playing their part. Yeah, just like the top man of the drugs gang who's selling the fucking kilos. He ain't in the streets shooting and stabbing, but he's still playing his part. So yeah, these people are not innocent. Yeah, they ain't. And on that note, my gang pissed me off. These people pissed me off.
Where you going?
I'm just getting my ganja to build up a split. These people piss me off.
So this has been, do you know what? Out of all the shows so far, this has been the best one of me and you actually confronting this issue because you dodged it so much. You're still dodging it all the way through this, but we're getting somewhere. So you're telling me, yeah, that all of the people who say stay inside or wear a mask are a part of that old man being beaten up and things like it.
Part of the cult. They're a part of the cult. Yes, you're part of the cult. You're just low level. You're just low level. That's all it is. You're low level. You know what I mean? And that's basically it. They're low level, working their way up.
Right.
And don't worry, you will get your fucking you'll get your payment soon. Remember,
on the flip side,
death.
On the flip side, by that example, on the other side, if people are like anti-masks, anti-lockdown, anti-stay inside, they're doing that in an aggressive way. And there's an example. I don't know right now, but I know there's some.
They're both. Listen, Nova.
No. Let me say this. Let me get to my point. Yeah. Let me land, as they say on fucking Clubhouse. So if someone does that, yeah, say someone on the other side punches up an old man, and I don't know, like, I'm sure there's examples of this happening, right? Of things like this happening. Aggression from the other side. So say someone on the other side punches up an old man for wearing a mask and says, right, you lot are devils. Is every person... No. Does that make you part of it? You're part of that badness? Because you're saying that...
Well, you know what it is? No, this is a good question. Actually.
Because look,
no, to be honest, listen.
It's a result of something, yeah?
No, right, so basically... Look, what it is. What I was going to say. If you are part of that movement anyway, you're already listen. If you're part of that fucking and most of the anti-lockdown movement, there's a very good chance you are rolling with former fucking football hooligans anyway. We have beat up plenty of innocent people. So yes,
there's more of them. There's more of them fucking football. There's more like of that hooligans on your side.
Are you not listening, Nova? See, this is the problem. How can we have a conversation if you don't listen? I'm talking about the people that are with the whole fucking. Like you said, the more right-wing side of things.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, even if you are rolling with them peacefully and you believe that whatever, at the end of the day, you're still rolling with a load of racist thugs anyway. So it doesn't make you no better. It doesn't make no difference.
So that side's following Satan as well, then.
Well, let me tell you something. Yeah, in this world,
your side is Satan. You're following Satan. Then.
Most roads lead to hell, mate. Yeah, don't get it twisted. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. So even if these people, they want freedom and they want this and that, at the end of the day, where they're going to end up, it's not going to be a nice situation. Just like your BLM, that situation, it's all going to fall on its face, unfortunately.
I would say that what we've established here is that you're following Satan.
How am I following Satan?
Because, and I said this earlier in the conversation, I said, if you're walking alongside Donald Trump supporting racists,
I'm not walking around. I'm not walking around alongside. I'm not walking alongside.
Following the same path as them. I'm
not walking alongside Donald Trump.
Now, if you're following, because we're talking about the concept of being a sheep, and that means by following a narrative. Yeah,
exactly. So if you're following
narrative path as them people, yeah, what differentiates you saying that you're following the path of Christ and then following the path of Satan? You're following the same path, and that you've just brought it around. You just brought it around to an example of an old man getting beat up and said that every other person who's not doing it aggressively is also part of it because they're doing the same thing. So then, so are you, because there's actually more badness going on over that side, and you're following it.
I'm not following their side. Yeah, their side's following me, but there's only so far they can follow me. There's only so far. You let me tell you something. There's only the only reason why people think I'm following them is because I was naturally going to go to that direction anyway. These people want to try and follow me, but there's only so far they can go. Yeah, because in this is a spiritual thing.
Who's following you? What, the EDL guys are following
them,
you?
Man, there, bruv. All of them now. Yeah, all them same people that wanted to kick my head in 10 years ago, 20 years ago, they're the same people that are like, yeah, you know what? Fucking hell, bruv, it's not about skin color. You know what I mean? Let's unite. And I'm like, you know what? On your own. On your own.
All right, let me get to this comment though. So, Amber Tarbush Records, Terra is talking in vague extremes, no nuance or attention to detail. Anti-government, I empathize with it, but it lacks intelligence or knowledge on it. So just fob it off as evil is dumb. And then there are deep problems with the government, but quoting the Bible doesn't help. Terra just said it's hard to admit we sin. It's even harder to admit we're ignorant too. Just say you don't know and be honest. And then no one is condoning being. A lot of people want
to take what it is. A lot of people want to take the Bible out of the equation. But at the end of the day, for me, that's the key. Now, those who don't follow it.
Let me one more comment as you said that, and I know you'll agree with this part anyway, but they might have missed when we already addressed this. But organized religion is the best, most obvious form of brainwashing. But you said that already, and
of course it is. But these aren't there. You got, you know, if you're gonna listen to me, your brain better be as fast as my mouth. Yeah. So basically, it's like organized religion is man-made, isn't it? Now the Bible is something completely different. I don't want to go into now. You understand? It's like if you know, in it. Now, anyone who don't know about the Bible shouldn't speak on the Bible because it's one of them things that you have to know. You have to have studied it. You know what I mean? This is theology we're talking here. This ain't just fucking turn up, sit in a church and you know, understand? We're talking from fucking Genesis all the way through to Revelation. Understand? Knowing what is being said and understanding prophecies and understanding what prophecies have happened and understand what prophecies will happen and also understanding your history. Yeah. So end of the day, like I said, my history is in the Bible, yeah? So anyone who's history in the Bible, they're not going to be able to understand it the way I understand it, you understand? Because I'm living it, yeah? Literally, what was written a few thousand years ago, I'm living it today. And I've been living it. And it ain't just, the last year when the shit got peaked.
I would like you to explain to me, I would like you to explain to me where it applies to the people who believe they are doing the right thing and trying to stay inside and not spread a virus.
In the Bible, do you know what? Let me keep it 100 with you. Let me keep it 100 with you. Yeah, since people wanna get into the Bible.
I think your intention. When you say intention, I think you're trying to say.
Since people wanna swerve judgment, yeah. Since people wanna swerve judgment, let me tell you something. Yeah. End of the day, yeah, there ain't nothing promised for anybody who's not in the 12 tribes. Yeah, so there is nothing. So I don't know what the future for anyone who's outside of the 12 tribes is. Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm only going by where I fit into this whole thing. I can only because I remember the Bible is the book of my people, in it. So it tells us our history and our future. Now, end of the day, anyone who wants to know their history or their future, they got to go to their people, their spiritual leaders, and they got to find out what the deal is with their people. They can't be jumping into my book. They can't be jumping in.
This is a whole next discussion because obviously there's a number of people that believe that about themselves. Do you know what I'm saying? So
about what do you mean about themselves?
About the Bible, innit? About the Bible, and
who believes that?
And it believing and it being of. Well, there's a we spoke about this the other day. There's a number of different people who follow the Bible, innit?
Yeah, exactly. But they follow it all wrong. Yeah, and that's the truth.
So
they've misinterpreted it.
What's coming down to now is you're describing to me an organized religion. After you just said they don't exist, you're describing your version of
no. Well, you got no because what it is the Bible. The Bible is a book of the Bible is like you see how you lot got your government that you follow. Yeah, like you got the British government. British government tells you lot to stay home. so you stay home. Or the British government tells you not to wear a mask in the shop, so you wear a mask in the shop. So the Bible is a book of law for a nation.
We've already established that that's not what's going on.
Yeah, but I'm just explaining. So the Bible is a book of law for a nation, and so that's basically what it is. So it's and not just law, but obviously history, and basically it's like a handbook, innit? It's like a handbook for Negroes, basically. Yeah. So that's it. Do you know what I mean? So it's not a case of everyone uses that book for themselves. Not anyone can use that book for themselves. They can use, if anything, the most they can do is use a good two, three books, and it can vaguely apply to themselves. But the truth of the matter is, it don't apply to them.
Their own interpretation, and
No, it's not an interpretation.
There's a lot when they follow it wrong.
Tell anyone to come on here and prove me wrong.
But I'm saying, like, you can't prove them wrong either.
I can.
Other people, when you're talking about who the book is written for, yeah, there are other people that believe it's written for them, and I'm like,
all right then. In the book it says he showeth his word to Israel and his statutes and judgments to Jacob. He hath dealt with no other nation. So if anyone can tell me what that means, then get at me. Otherwise, don't speak about from now on. No Bible talk until someone can get past that. I don't want to hear it anymore.
I would say that, I would say to me. Yeah, to me personally, I would say the Bible. No,
but I'm to go back to that. What I just said to you.
The Bible was written a long time ago. It was pieced together. There's shit missing in it. We all know that. You know what I'm saying?
What's missing?
Well, you've told me there's things missing in it before in old conversation.
No, I never. I never said nothing was missing. No, I didn't. No. I said it was mistranslated when they translated it into the NIV. Yeah, mistranslation. Remember, we went for that mistranslation. There was a man there was someone on my Facebook, and he was trying to say that the Bible permits rape. And actually, you did actually point out to me. I never knew that it said it in the NIV version.
That's more recent.
I never knew that it said it because I never read the NIV version. Yeah, but what you have to understand is that translation there is a mistranslation. But remember, think about it, the NIV. It's an American Bible. Yeah, America is a very corrupt country. They need to.
You got to understand, yeah.
Find a loophole to commit rape. Yeah.
To me, the Bible, yeah, the stories in it, and the parts of where God said, "Go here, take this land," and all the shit that's actually had a real effect in the real world, and people believe in it. If you believe that, and that's of your people, etc., then that's fine. But to me, I think it's problematic. It's gotten out of hand in a number of ways.
Because the reason why it's problematic because
you're doing the same thing.
You know why?
We've done.
Other people took it. Other people took the book and abused it, and they shouldn't be using it. They shouldn't have been using it.
But you seem like you want to do the same thing. You want to go.
No, I'm not even. No, I'm not.
This is for us.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not sectioning myself off based on people who believe in the Bible. Yeah, that's irrelevant, right? At the moment, right? It's not irrelevant, but at the moment, what I'm dealing with, it's not based upon, do you believe in the Bible? No, okay, we can't be friends. That ain't right now. I'm not even dealing with things on a basis of you're my people, you're my black people, you're my Caribbean people, whatever. At the end of the day, I'm dealing with people on a level of, you know what? I'm dealing with the people that actually got a conscience, people that got morals, people that, you understand, people that aren't.
Yeah, but me personally, and you in some of the statements you're making, I don't see morals in that or conscience. In being like, this is us and fuck you. You have a very separatist kind of mentality going on. Another comment.
No choice, Nova. We got no choice.
What about the laws of how to keep your slave in the Bible? It breaks down the rules of how to own another human as your property.
All right, okay. How to keep your slave? Yeah, because you know why? Yeah, exactly. What about the rules of how to keep my slave? Yeah. What about the rules of how to keep my slave? Yeah. What about them?
You support them.
What about them? Well, if I've got look, at the end of the day, yeah, it's simple, isn't it? You know how slavery happens in the Bible. So basically, if someone steals from you, yeah, like see that mug that's got stabbed in the face, yeah, the one put up on Facebook. Like you remember, he stole from me, he owed me money, right?
No, that's not the only way. That's not true.
And you listen.
That's not true. But that's not you're making an example.
You lot are fucking ignorant. Don't ask me about the Bible. Don't ask me about the Bible, and you don't want to hear the answers. Huh?
Listen, yeah, I've read a lot of the Bible. Yeah.
No, can I answer the question? So I can't answer the question on slavery then. Yeah, because I'm explaining to them about slavery.
You're not answering the question because you're contextualizing it into one.
Some of you better mind you don't end up in change. Some of you lot better mind you don't end up in change yourself. Yeah. Now, what it is slavery is one of them things in the Bible, right? In those times, if you stole from somebody and you couldn't pay the person back, right, then you have to be that person's slave. Listen, you have to be that person's slave for 7 years.
That's
now,
not the only. That's not the only.
No,
slave.
listen to what I'm saying, right? After 7 years, you get released, right? But that's basically the law. So if you commit a crime, that's your punishment. Is a slave. Now, the rules of how to treat your slave.
Let me stay with that first.
How to treat your slave.
Stay with that now. Rewind though, because first we have to establish it at that point. So are you saying that's the only justification of slavery in the Bible is if someone steals from you? That's the only time in the Bible it's mentioned.
No, it's mentioned. Slavery is mentioned a lot in the Bible. So
then, because unless that's the only reason, then your comment was irrelevant to the comment.
No, there is no, because you've got to remember Abraham had hold on, sorry, who was it? Abraham had 2 kids, right? And one of them was with a slave woman, like a bondwoman. So it's kind of like a servant slave. You know what I mean? I don't know how deep they went with it, right? But they're known as bondwomen, yeah, or bondman or bondwoman, yeah. So it's more like it's invention. The thing is, when everyone thinks of slavery, because they've only got the British and the French and the Dutch and the Portuguese and the Spanish to compare it to, they think of the most brutal form of slavery. And slavery is brutal anyway. And obviously, there was slavery in the Bible. Obviously, the Israelites in the Bible were slaves. They've basically been getting put in and out of slavery continuously, yeah. But they've been getting enslaved as a whole group. They've been, you understand. So yeah, there is laws for slavery in the Bible. Yeah? So the Bible don't rule out the Bible. You have to understand, the Bible don't rule out slavery. You know, the Bible don't rule out. When everyone's sitting there going, slavery so bad. When everyone's sitting there going, slavery so bad. Let me tell you something. Yeah, let me tell you something. Right. Slavery would be so. Listen, you would be saying slavery so bad when it's paying you. You understand? The same way, like if I had to enslave, if the tables turned and they had to start enslaving next races, I'm not going to be the first one to jump up and say, no, don't do this. This is immoral. Because at the end of the day, I've been enslaved for 200 years. Someone else, and it says in the Bible as well. It says in the Bible as well. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity as well. So that's another thing. That's another thing you look forward to. We're not even talking
about slavery based on race, innit? We're not even talking about that. We're talking. There's parts of the Bible where it just says, "Yo, this village, yeah, where God's told people, yeah, I couldn't give you the names and the people and all of that, but God told these people, yeah, that when they're traveling to where they're going, like you're gonna go through this village, it's yours, kill everyone." You know what I'm saying? Take them as your slaves. There's no justification for it. They're just like, go on, that's you. Do you know what I'm saying?
God, it's up to him. If that's what he tells you to do, you do it, isn't it? The same way, like when
are you saying that's good? You think that that's something you stand by? That's why
it ain't good for the person. It's not good. It's not good for the person getting killed. But obviously, if God told him to, I need to see this scripture anyway and examine it, because I'm just going by what you're telling me.
I'm just going up, bro. That to me is off the top of my head from reading it myself.
It sounds psychotic. It sounds psychotic. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. So when people talk about, oh, is this virus from God? You'll know when it's from God, because God.
Yes, that was a question. Are you seeing the comments?
No.
Okay, so it said, ask Terra. Wait, there's a few more comments. Just ask Terra if he thinks that COVID is a plague sent by God to punish the evil.
Nope. But COVID is something sent by someone who we don't know to just basically brainwash you and get you into where you need to be.
Right, next comment. It doesn't
your energy to be harvested, basically.
Next comment, which I think is responding to the stuff we were talking about the Bible, saying it doesn't apply now. It's immoral to own another human. Full stop. It's immoral now, and it was immoral then.
And who is saying that? Who is saying that? Who is saying that?
Amber Tarbush Records, the same.
Where's Amber from? Where's Amber from? Ask Amber where she's from.
There was brutal slavery way before the Bible was even thought up, let alone written down. It wasn't slavery if you got paid. My only point is that the Bible isn't the place to find morality. There's good in there and there's bad in there, like most books. I kind of.
That's a load of nonsense. Ask her where she's from. Ask her where she's from. It's a load of nonsense. See, these people are talking nonsense to me now.
Look, they're saying, bruv, how you got my name in it and you ain't told me? Why have you not told me?
Well, I thought you put him in, man. What's going on, man?
You told me we're waiting here this whole time, but we got to end.
Nah, blood. Come on, bring Nate in, man. Come on, what the fuck? What?
Send him the link. Have you sent him the link, bro?
What do you mean have I sent him the link? You just sent me the link just before we went on. You didn't have the link. I thought you done the runner. Yeah, but let me tell you something. You see all these people, they want to sit there.
You already
the Bible is, you know what it is, you know what it is. You know, let me just say my piece then. The reason why these people sit there and say the Bible is wrong, yeah, because all these people that God got told to wipe out, you know why he told them to wipe them out? Because they were fucking with us. Now all these people that are like, oh, it's bad, he done this, it's because they don't care about black people. They don't care what these people have done to us. You understand? But what these people understand is the Most High. Yeah, he cares. So it doesn't matter if these people don't give a shit about us.
I think all your summary.
When the Most High does send his angel of death for you, you'll know about it. Yeah, you'll know about it. So there we go.
So Amber Tarbush said, "I am a he, Muslim background, but I'm not religious."
So there we go. So there we go now. So there we go. Yeah, there we go. At the end of the day, do you know how many of our people was enslaved by the Arabs? Yeah, enslaved by Arabs. Yeah. Enslaved, brutalized. In fact, the Arabs were enslaving us from a long time ago. Arabs do not business about black people, yeah, unless we conform to what they believe. They don't business about us. So anyway, I'm not interested. When people want to sit there and say, "Oh, the Bible's full of good and evil," yeah, but in fact, what existed before the Quran? What existed before the Quran? The Bible, yeah. I can go deep on the Quran as well.
Listen. I didn't say it's wrong. Listen. So I didn't say it's wrong. I'm saying it's ancient and it's written.
So what about the Quran? Is the Quran not ancient as well then? Since it was written 500 years after.
I doubt they're not going to agree to
that. Don't talk rubbish to me. Don't talk rubbish. Seriously.
I think we're off track with the Bible.
Listen. Don't talk nonsense to me. Yeah, that's understand. Do not talk nonsense to me. You're gonna come and step up. Look, yeah, Nova's a heavyweight, Bate Nate's a heavyweight. If you're gonna come and step up to the plate, make sure you got your information straight. Yeah, I don't want to disrespect anybody's culture on here. I don't want to disrespect anyone's culture here. But if they force me to bring out the facts, they're not going to like the facts. You understand? They're not going to like the facts.
You're going off, man. You're going to.
I'm not going off. I'm telling you straight.
You're threatening to attack other people's culture.
I'm not threatening. I'm threatening to bring out information. Yeah, you don't want me to bring out any information. That's what I'm saying. Let's not go. To me, I didn't want to get into this Bible stuff.
You're talking about you're going to bring information.
Other people want to. Listen, let me tell you, yeah, these people, they don't want me going into the Bible because they know the Bible is going to empower black people. The same black people. Your people been oppressing. Your people been oppressing. Huh?
Listen, they said same goes for the Quran. I don't believe that book either.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, these people have been oppressing us. Yeah, let's just keep it 100. These people have been oppressing black people in East Africa, in the Middle East, in wherever. Yeah, everywhere we've been. Yeah, listen, everyone who's got something to say about the Bible. Yeah, everyone who's realised that the Bible ain't for them and then they want to speak against it. Yeah, because they know that somewhere down the line, they probably had my fucking ancestors in slavery.
Oh, yeah? I'm not speaking against it. Like he wasn't speaking against it, and he said, "Look, it's all love, bro. You're arguing something I didn't say." But no one's arguing against it. Man, just saying you're bringing it up in a context of this COVID thing of people doing something that they think their intention is to keep people safe. You're using the Bible as a space of morality. So they're just highlighting that there are stories in there that are immoral. And there are. We can't even argue with that.
And what stories are moral then? Tell me one story that's immoral.
We had the example of slavery, innit? So
that's not a story. That isn't a story. That's the law. That's in the book of Deuteronomy. That's a law, or Leviticus. That's a law. So what story is immoral in the Bible?
Law of slave. You're saying slavery is a law.
No, it's not a law. There's a law on how to keep your slave. There's a law. Listen, the law. I just told you the law. I told you law. You're only going to become a slave if you break the law. Yeah, if you break the law. If you
there's stories in the Bible that ain't nothing to do with that. Way it's just to go and take.
Tell me, give me one example then. Give me one example.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that.
One. You said one. One of the people on the chat. Give me one example. You can't, can you? You can't. And that's what I'm saying. That's why
I asked you to give an example earlier, so don't get excited like about because I asked you to bring
the thing
I asked you to give an example of the Bible the first 10 minutes of the show, and you couldn't. You went, I don't have it in front of me now.
All right, okay, let me help you out here. You're right in a way. I used to think like that. What you thought, yeah. I was reading the Bible, and I'm reading a story about a man, and this is in the Old Testament, a man who sleeps with his two daughters, getting drunk, yeah, and have sex with him and make children. I remember reading that when I was younger and thinking, whoa, I closed the book after that. I thought, whoa, what am I reading? Yeah. But then obviously when you actually read into it, it goes to show you that these two the daughters, they both had a child each from their dad. Yeah. And that child was cursed. Those two children went on to create races of people. I don't want to mention on here because you're doing me for racism. Those races are cursed. So these races in the Bible are cursed. Yeah, which means God ain't dealing with them anyway because they come from incest. Yeah, so that's where the immoral. There's your example of immorality. Yeah, it shows you the immorality, but it shows you the consequences of the immorality. Yeah, you understand? And this was just after. This was, I think, was it before, just after the flood? I think. Yeah, just after. Yeah, all the Noah's Ark and all that. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. All these people, they don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, you understand? Remember this. Remember this.
Do you think it's moral to own another human? This is based on a comment that's just come. And Ashley Young wrote a comment, but it's gone. I was going to read it, but they're saying it's immoral to own another human, full stop. Do you disagree with that?
Well, like I said, if me personally, if certain people that owe me money, certain people that owe me money, if it was a thing where it was like, you know what, so if I went to the court and they said, you know what, you see AJ, for instance, yeah, you can keep him as a slave for 6 months. I'll keep him as a slave. Rago.
But he's working off a debt. So he's working.
Yeah, and that's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's what he's talking about. I told you from before. That's all it is. You're working off your debt.
If you're getting paid, it's not slavery. Anyway, fam,
he's not getting paid. He's not getting paid. He has to become a slave. He's not getting paid.
We have to wrap it. I think it's been a dope show, but we have to wrap up. And I think we have to get Nate on the show organized properly. But we got Uno coming on next week. I
can't believe we didn't have Nate on today.
Well, bruv,
I need some backup.
I'm gonna contact Nate. Not next week. The week after, Nate can do it, and I will arrange it myself because I thought you arranged it.
Nah, mate, you told me.
Yeah, I said, yo, get Nate ready for next week. Chat to Nate because just your guy. You guys communicate more. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if it. Oh,
and I put his name in the thing because you told me he was coming, bro.
Yeah, I apologize for the misunderstanding and the miscommunication. I thought you had sorted it out. You're the technical guy, you know me. All right. I just about made it in time for the show. You understand?
I need to arrange.
I didn't even want. And to be honest, yeah, we wanted to talk about other things today. Yeah, I didn't want to have.
I'm gonna have to go to the video. Listen, I'm gonna have to go to the video now. Change the picture because the picture's not relevant to anything we spoke about.
Well, whatever.
Name out of it, and then yeah, all right, cool. On the other side, yeah. But Uno next week. I don't know if he's gonna show his face or just.
Uno ain't gonna show up, mate. He ain't gonna show up. He's a joker. Nah, big up Uno. He's my favorite still. Oh shit.